Good morning and welcome to the ancient city of Ephesus here in Turkey on the west coast. We're going to see one of the largest amphitheaters in the world. We're also going to see the third largest library in the ancient world. And just look at a bunch of rocks and columns and ruins. When you guys come to Ephesus, honestly, it is so breathtaking. One of the most well-preserved ancient Roman cities, but they're still doing digging here, a lot of digging, a lot of rocks, because a lot of this place is still underground. Only 15% of it has actually been brought back up to civilization. So things like this is what the temple used to look like. That is what the temple looks like now. It's just crazy that this was an ancient city and I'm here right now. So this part of Ephesus right here is the House of Terrace. It costs extra money to get in, but it's honestly worth it. This is where the elites lived, and it has the traditional style of Roman architecture for homes. So a courtyard in the middle, and then rooms all around the courtyard. And it's just so significant and old that it's covered by a ceiling compared to everything else outside. So even during death, this place is still elite status. It has a rooftop, and you can even see painted frescoes on the walls here, and you can see how they're still digging and finding more rocks, and they're still bringing this to life. Definitely come see this when you're here. So right behind me, it looks like this is where they're piecing together fragments, rocks and stones that they have found here, and it's just crazy. Like, this is a live museum, but also a live work area of building this place back to at least a fragment of what it used to look like. History is so beautiful. It's so amazing. They even had a basilica here. Well, yeah, it was here, but it's definitely really old. According to this, around 160 AD, this was a basilica with frescoes. You can see them right here. Like, they're definitely beautiful. If you look carefully, if you look closely, you can see the original steps. Which they don't trust us, so we have these metal steps here now, but I would not trust us either. And this is where the elite of Ephesus, would live, and you can even see the frescoes painted on the walls. And then if you go deeper, there's levels and levels to this. Okay, so right behind me is some single rooms here at the House of Terrace, which is where the elite lived at here in the city of Ephesus. And it's just mind-blowing looking at all these old rooms and that people were living like this back then. They had wallpaper, but painted with frescoes. And it's just crazy how there's a rooftop protecting all of this, which I'm glad there is, to help preserve these rooms, the rocks. But if you think about it, the elite, the rich, they're still living their elite life in the afterlife because their rooms are being preserved while temples and other rooms outside are not being preserved. Wow, so we made it. We made it to the third largest library in the world during the ancient times. And this place is so significant because this is where the first pieces of paper were binded together, creating the first book in human civilization. There definitely is a lot of columns that are broken on the ground. Look at this. But that right there, that view, the library is right behind me, but that view right there it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So that is where we are headed right now. I wanted to show you guys the scale of it before we get deep into the theater up there. Over 24,000 people could watch plays, concerts here, and it's just so hard to just fathom the ancient world looking like this and all these people just sitting here, and then you have the beautiful mountains. It's just crazy. This place really truthfully reminds me of Rome and the Colosseum. Obviously it's not on that level yet, but it's just huge and it's just breathtaking. When you come to Ephesus, make sure you enter from the top. not the lower part. The lower part is typically where the cars and the buses park at, but if you take a taxi, you can ask to be taken to the top, and then you start your journey going all the way down and then exiting, which is the perfect strategy for when you come to Ephesus. That being said, I'm going to walk back to my hostel because I am a cheap traveler right now, and I'm not paying for a taxi. So 3 miles, let's go.